It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, the Raider Nation Report, with yours truly, the Commish. So, first order of business is we must go through this, dissect it, break it down, and relive the pain, the anguish. That was this Sunday's game. Donkeys.
And the Broncos offense.
Raiders the Donkeys. So, here we go. Donkeys get the opening kickoff.
Smother him right at the line. Corey James. Cousins beat him up for 365 and 3 touchdowns. Now here's
and actually the defense looks good. We get good initial pressure.
The 11 by Mario Edwards Jr.
Good initial pressure. Mario Edwards Jr. gets the sack. They get a little on the run there, but we come away with the 3 and out. Good initial series by the defense. Richard just couldn't get nothing going there on the return. Now here, as you see, a pattern. Every time Marshawn gets the ball, there will be a sidestep or a jump cut every single time he gets the ball all damn game. He needs to hit the line with a purpose. And that was just a bad series. The fade route on 3rd down was just a bad call.
Big hang time. And just batting it out of bounds.
Just a bad call on 3rd down. And so here's the defense. Again, defense comes out. It's looking good. Just drops that one in. It wasn't terrible position on defense. Just dropped it in over the top of them. And that is just nice freaking defense right there. That's nice defense by Kerry. Just nice defense.
On 2nd and 10. And that's an immediate takedown by Mack. Devontae Booker up for the first time this year. Coming back from wrist injury. He led him in rushing last year. 3rd and 7. Simeon.
Pressure again. The floater, and that, you can't allow that catch to be made. Although Emerson's all over him, you just can't allow that catch to be made. You've got to get in there and stop that.
On 1st down. And Simeon goes up top again,
and this, I mean, we made this guy look like he's something freaking special. Come on, Derby? Seriously. Just letting him drop it in there.
Emerson go to the sideline.
And then this one's sickening. I mean, where was the entire right side of the defense?
He's wide open, and you're kicking yourself the next day as a staff and the quarterback.
Marquel Lee just absolutely gets scorched. They ran him out, basically had the fullback position. Marquel Lee was not prepared for that at all, and absolutely got scorched on that play. Derby was basically a fullback in that set, and that was rough. He just did not react and burnt.
First time the Raiders had it was 3 and out. They go with
there you go, the jump sideways. Hit the line with purpose, beast mode.
basically says no.
He's jumping side to side. You can't hit the line with any power when you're moving laterally when you get there.
Perry's crew is in control of this one.
Full start.
Had a big part of the nation about to join us right in mid-play. Marshawn Lynch rumbles out to the 29 as we welcome many of you. We got a
there, Marshawn hit the line.
Along with Tony Romo and Tracy
It did. You watch. You will not see it happen very often this game.
They go underneath for just a few yards to Patterson.
I blocked in the front four.
3rd and 16.
3rd and 16. Carr, where the flag out goes
Underneath
to Patterson. And Darian Stewart and that defense bouncing around and giving them nothing.
This will be declined.
Carr looks frustrated. At this point in the game, Carr just looks frustrated. He's got a look on his face that we're not used to seeing, and the whole team as a whole is just starting to look frustrated.
Once last year 3 times.
There's King's punt to McKenzie with a flag out, and he turns the corner.
This could have been a dagger right here. We are lucky this was a flag because we straight got burnt on this special teams play. We are very lucky this was a flag because this could have been a very early dagger.
During the return, illegal block in the back.
To go down by 14 this early the way we were playing, that would have been tough.
Return team number 20. That penalty will be enforced from the end of the kick.
Luckily,
First down.
came back.
The Broncos. That's the one they stepped off as they are now back at the 10 for this first down play. And again, they've got an open target. It's Sanders.
Again, we've got Bruce Irvin out there covering Emmanuel Sanders. That's a mismatch all day long.
The middle. Played only 8 games the last 2 years total. Another first down snap for Simeon. And another catch by Sanders, or is it?
Sean Smith.
Yes, it is.
Emmanuel Sanders wide open on the sideline.
Tabor's coming as a wide out. They're going to run it. They're running with Charles. Down to the...
And the defense started good, and this is where they started to
and another member of the secondary, McGill.
succumb just a little bit.
Been looking to again as he goes down the field. And a flag
Now this was BS. This was a garbage call. This was not pass interference. That was a garbage call.
to the ground to Anderson. Once again on the road early.
But the defense
The backfield.
did well
Good job of
in
pushing him out by McDonald.
stopping the bleeding.
3rd and goal. And timeout called.
Now they're going to get a false start first.
False start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Makes it much more difficult.
Yep. 3rd and goal from the 10. And Simeon surrounded. Somehow squeezes.
How he gets out, don't know. But that was a big defensive play regardless. And bounced back from the garbage call. But the garbage call did cost us 3 points.
Good. Now 5-7 on the season. 17-0.
So the refs spotted Donkey's 3 right there.
Not allowed a single first quarter point. And we just have a minute to go in the first quarter here as
Patterson with a nice return. This is why we brought him in. He's multifaceted.
Returner last year as a member of the Vikings.
He's dangerous whenever you get the ball in his hands.
Try to go down the field to Lynch.
Don't understand how that wasn't a flag when he never looked back for the ball. He was never playing the ball, never even seen it.
To Patterson, who they've shown at running back.
Trying the Patterson to running back again.
Carr's pass. Oh, jumping right in front of Cooper.
The AC/DC connection cannot freaking get it together.
To deliver it down the field to McKenzie.
Cannot get it together. Let's just face it, Raider Nation, that this was nice. This was nice. But let's just face it, Raider Nation, Amari Cooper is not an elite wide receiver in the NFL. He is not. He has elite potential, but he is not an elite wide receiver. Missed tackle in the backfield. That should have never got out of the backfield.
Carried out to about the 14. Joseph.
That was a nice stand.
That looks like they're already signaling move the chain.
They got it, but it was a nice stand nonetheless.
So, I appreciate it.
Barely got it. I think it was a questionable spot. Now, this was a big play.
Reggie Nelson, and it's incomplete. Turns.
I got.
It's the fullback. Here's Booker. That's his first carry of the season.
Here comes Oakland right up and then probably back out.
They do rush 5. The pass is dropped.
Dropped. Good
And that is
defense.
Corey James.
Corey James. Nice defense there at linebacker.
Made a career out of it. Riley Dixon's punt to Richard.
Richard, man. Jalen Richard's got to get upfield on these. That's 2 that he just got caught juking and never really made the move upfield.
Still looking for a first down, and here they run it.
Again, beast mode, nothing.
The longest play so far is 5 yards. Here they are on 2nd and 10. Carr with a flag out, able to hit Cook.
To the pass. Illegal contact. Defense. For 54.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. I am the Commish. This is the Raider Nation Report on a Raider Reaction Tuesday. Every Tuesday. Nice play. Seth Roberts. I'm a big Seth Roberts fan. He had an okay game. Washington. I don't think we've seen enough Washington this game.
About 4. 2nd and 6. Carr rolling out, throwing it, and incomplete. Two defenders in the area.
Carr's just off. Just off this game. Last game as well.
Gets rid of it quickly, and that's going to be short of the first. Cook. 4th and less than a yard. They asked Lynch to get it.
And there it was. Do you see it? Every single time. Instead of just hitting the line, he juked and then juked back again. Lost all momentum when he hit the line and just gets buried.
First down carry by Charles.
He's beast mode. He's got to hit the line with power, man.
To help with the hurricane.
Run angry.
Tons of suitcases filled with supplies, Jim.
3. Fake into the line with Anderson. Simeon.
Good pressure again.
And over the head of Isaiah McKenzie.
Taking
Omaha got.
2 starters.
Oh, this freaking Omaha. I took that Omaha and shut.
Knocked back the loss of 1 by Lee. 4 passes.
Marquell Lee getting in there again. Looking good as a rookie. Mack giving chase. Mack had a good game, man. The defense played well. Guys, the defense played well. The offense has to put up points.
That's pretty good, though. The 5-yard penalty doesn't hurt you. The only thing that happens is after the game, you know, there's always the guys like your coach, with too many penalties and blah, blah, blah. The coaches who are high thinking by the coach there, Vance Joseph.
Dixon to punt it. New returner back. It's T.J. Carey. Runs away from this one. And Fowler keeps it in the field.
And they get it back on us.
They got batted around a couple of times. I hear your anxiety. Carr threads it to Lee Smith.
Well, here's a bright spot finally.
Spins around.
Let's cherish this drive.
This
may be the last positive thing I have to say the rest of this game.
Fake, looking right. No one there. That's the second time someone
Throws that one away. Him and Cooper just cannot connect. They are just not there mentally this year.
Get a conversion. Yes, they can. As Richard.
Nice play to Jalen Richard. Richard needs to get the ball more. Him and Washington needed to be more involved in this game.
At the bottom 16. Here's Carr.
And here it is, baby.
And that is Holton.
Drops it into Johnny Holton with the Willie Mays catch for the touchdown.
Snuck him in
Raiders.
first time. And
Boom,
they go
vertical game.
The distance. 64 yards to complete a 99-yard
That's what we need to see.
As they go
That's
up,
what needs to happen.
drag
We
that
need to
safety
get-
and put him in a one-on-one situation.
Man,
And
we've
Holton
got talent.
Up on Stewart and just runs right by him. And it's just
We
that
gotta
deep
use
corner
it.
route we saw earlier by Thomas. And what a
Beautiful
throw.
catch. Nice throw, but an even more amazing catch by Johnny Holton.
When they went empty, the fine. After being cut 6 times, he has proven he can perform at this level. How about that touchdown, Tony? On the wrong way and has a hard time fielding it. Over-the-shoulder catch like that as Thomas has his first grab.
Sean Smith's just giving up the slant to Demaryius Thomas. Just getting eaten right there. Had no chance of stopping that play.
Give is to Booker. And speaking of injuries, what about Jamal Charles? Let's go down to Tracy with more serious knee issues. Doesn't need to really miss any more time as Booker is able to get near the first down. Jamal Charles, though,
you want to get this one snapped, yes.
And it's Anderson. Goes low. Submarines for the first.
Gets the first.
Oh, we got a flag out.
Holding.
But it gets backed up.
10-yard penalty replay. Third down.
How late was that?
As we come out of the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 11. Dump it off to Charles. And let him go.
Man, Jamal Charles and his duct tape knees, how this guy is still out there, it just amazes me. I still say he's not going to make it through this season, but
pass in the area of Thomas.
he was still getting it done a little against us. Sickening.
And it's going to go against the Broncos.
Ball start. Offense. Number 65. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
If you're just joining us, I am the Commish. This is the Raider Nation Report. Every Tuesday on Raider Reaction.
As again,
Once we go through this condensed breakdown of the game, I will have all the Raider news. We will get ready for, we will bury this loss and get ready for the Ratbirds. And there we go, big play. A Bruce Irvin sighting. It's nice to see him. We've seen him about as much as we have Bigfoot this season. So it's nice to have a little Bruce Irvin sighting.
A couple of 52-yarders week 1 at Tennessee. Ball batted away as Cooper.
Amari Cooper, again, just,
Up with Roby and
he can't get open. He just can't get on the same channel. Richard. See, Richard's in there. He's getting positive. Beast mode's dancing behind the line and getting stuffed.
3rd and 4 seconds to go. Richard. And a flag.
Holding. Offense number 66. Penalties decline. 4th down.
This is where the quarterback's going to roll right and launch the ball out of bounds. It's going to look weird.
Rolling right. Launching out of bounds. And Tony stealing the signals once again. Well done, my friend. Derby. Who never ended up even creating it. He just took
First
it all the
half
way.
wasn't good, but we were still in it. And we got the ball at half. So this was still our game to win.
Roll out, flip it to Roberts, and a flag. Thrown about 10 yards away from that.
Down 7 to 10, coming out of the half with the ball. That's nothing in the NFL.
To manage 101 yards of offense. Got a 1st and 15. Lofting it to an open man.
But right there, come on, man. You cannot miss that. We got a wide open guy. Deep. You can't miss that.
To Lynch.
Again, Lynch running sideways, not hitting the line angry. First step is a juke to the right and moving down the line, not moving through it.
And that's Cooper's first catch. And it goes for only, well, not even a yard.
Throw the out route.
Oakland, only 1 out of 18 now on 3rd down over the last 2 games. King with another good boot. McKenzie.
Decent coverage.
Finished off near the
Didn't allow much there.
27. Broken clavicle.
I'm assuming this week, Jason, Crabtree should be slated to be back this week. Everybody thought last week, and then he just got downgraded as the week went on. So I'm assuming he will be back this week, which will help EJ out.
2nd and 2, and it's Anderson.
Oh, that's just bad tackling right there. That's just bad tackling. That's unacceptable. That's tackling at the line, at the point of attack. That's just unacceptable.
And Simeon is taken down by Mack.
I think it was Mack. And then this is just a bull rush into a big guy. Oh, Mac right now is going, Mac's going, don't be on us. I just got a sack. Don't be on us.
There's no foul on the play. Second down.
That's the only foul was Mac. Just killing somebody. Again, he had a good game individually, but the defense did well, man. The offense just has to score points.
And he's brought down 2 yards shy of the first.
The offense has to score. Again, defense holds. They gave up a big play, but they held. Only allowed a field goal. Again, still, only down 1 touchdown from taking the lead here. Only 1 touchdown from taking the lead here. Still, our defense is keeping us in this game. Marshawn just not running like the Marshawn I'm used to seeing.
2nd and 7.
Again, in the backfield, he didn't even have a chance that time. That really wasn't even his fault.
Carr, no chance. Derek Wolfe.
How cool was that? Bad if you're an Oakland fan, but
That series was just
everybody on that
sad
King,
all the way around.
Where,
And that right there, man, Johnny Holton, oh my God, you can't miss that tackle. You were on that in that position on special teams for one reason. You had the bead, you were there, you did everything right, and you whiffed the tackle. You can't miss that tackle. That's a 30-yard tackle you just missed.
another big run ripped off by C.J. Anderson, the Raider jacket. Anderson stuffed at the line this time.
Stay tuned after this breakdown. We will have the rest of the Raider Nation report.
Trying to get set, but doesn't have that chance.
He does get loose.
Out. And is picked up by the Raiders. It's Edwards with the football.
And this was a pivotal moment right here.
Mack over Stevenson.
This was a pivotal moment right here.
Comes onto the field.
Do you know how amazing it is, though, to go get the sack as you're taking it down and then try to rip it with your right hand on the way down? Watch this.
This looks like a fumble to me. I swear that ball's moving before the knee comes down.
Just can't tell right when the ball comes down. It looks like it's still in his possession at that moment.
You're blocked on
This
that
would have
by
been a
Edwards.
huge play, a big momentum swing for us, and a big boost. And although we did get the sack, we did not get the turnover, did not get the ensuing field position, change of possession.
Moving there, but that's after
This was
he's
a
down.
big pivot point in the second half of this game.
It's big.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's knee was down prior to
From the
Two
28.
huge
Ball off.
official calls that cost us.
Raiders on him. There's Irvin on top. No
The
gain.
Well done by
pass
the Raiders
interference
right there.
on
They're going
Reggie
here.
Nelson that gave them 3.
Not a problem. And
This not only gave them a 3, but possibly gave us a chance to put points on the board as well. Away.
And it's going to be run out by Feliciano. Continued on as he stepped up now to be Joseph's DC. Here on first down, Carr in trouble again.
We see, Ryan, they didn't need to challenge it because they reviewed it. It's a change of possession, so they automatically review it, so you don't have to challenge it. It was automatically reviewed. They went and looked at it. They called it a fumble. There's nothing you can do. That's how they called it after the review. So
Manuel on 3rd and 10. Whistles first.
So locked in on the defense.
we lost Carr. Knee to the back.
Coming out from the sideline.
We all know the deal. I'll touch on that in a minute.
play game. Offense.
And in comes
Third down.
E.J. Manuel.
They're going empty, and they're going to let him throw it.
Now, I was screaming as soon as he came in, let him throw the damn ball. And that's exactly what they did. Because you've got an NFL quarterback who's been sitting on the sideline cold. You got to get him hot and hot quick. Now, this, I don't know. I understand what we were trying to do here. But Marquette King, somebody has to remind that jackass that he is nothing more than a freaking punter. And you cannot cost your team 15 yards on a play like this. You are barely on the field. You are just the punter. Remember and know your role. You cannot cost your team 15 yards with BS like that.
with a fake on 4th and 11. That's an awful lot to ask for. It backfired last week. Same decision for Denver up in Buffalo as Charles loses a yard. We are going to New York for an update. JB heading inside 2nd and 11.
So now right here, this is what
Well, we didn't challenge it, Ryan. It's an automatic challenge because it's a change of possession turnover. The league automatically reviews those now, so you don't have to challenge those type of plays because they're going to be looked at anyway.
Have to stop him here.
Christian goal. Ball up in the air.
That could have been another bit. That's just another one of those. The football gods did not drop it into a Raider hand. It was just one of those games. Nothing bounced our way.
Incomplete.
That was nice defense. Sean Smith is actually in position for once.
Caught. Fighting for it. And thrown down by James near the 10.
After the playoff game, he goes, I learned not to lose my quarterback.
20.
Doink!
No good.
That doink was big.
McManus.
Now we're gonna get the ball here. We're down. We need 2 scores. Again, do you see it? Marshawn gets the ball and he dances to the right first. Does not. His first move is not take the ball and hit the line.
Gain of 1. That's it.
His first move is a stutter step every single time.
Roberts. Now we got a
EJ comes out slinging. I like the way EJ looked here.
3rd and 4, and here comes Miller.
But his team's got to help him. You got to block for the guy.
And then falling on by McKenzie.
Again, almost another that the football gods handed us. And no, it was ripped.
Simeon throwing on 1st down. And Sean Smith with the coverage as Simeon gets knocked to the ground, and you're probably rushing
The pressure that the defense got on Simeon, I mean, the defense played well. This is a game we should not have lost.
Moving in close to a 100-yard performance. That gives him 94 on 17 carries.
All we did all offseason was question our defense, not our offense. And what has been letting us down? It's not been our
Game plan.
defense, it's been our offense.
That's what they're going to do with that lead. And Anderson for 2 more. Mack on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Anderson set back 2.
Nice play by the league. Nice play.
Chip right here off the edge.
Big play by the rookie right there.
Simon's pass complete. Derby.
And get him down short of the sticks.
Bootlegs, doesn't it, to the other side of the field?
They're going on 4th and 1 here. It's a big play.
Yeah, he did the same thing he did earlier.
And no. Delay of game.
5-yard penalty, 4th down.
And then go score again to end the game.
Now here we go. We're getting the ball back again. Only down 2 scores. Plenty of time.
Backwards bounce from the
And
line.
again, the football gods do not hand us
Off the edge.
any luck.
Pass complete for 11 yards.
Come right out and fire to the sideline. They chip Miller and give him time. There, right there. See if he chips him on his way out.
Now I love this drive, man. We let EJ play.
Stop a man open. It's
Drops it into Cook.
and Cook out to about the 40.
And this is what I was screaming as this was happening in the game, is let him throw, let him throw.
And Carr has 3 in a row first down.
He's an NFL quarterback, and if he can get hot, he can win the game for you.
It covered 61 yards to here. Manuel. Gets it to Cooper.
And he starts to
His
get
second
hot.
catch of
Even
the
Coop's
game.
getting in on the action, catching a ball.
2nd and 2.
Now what's about to happen
Anderson. And he's got the first down at the
is a heartbreaker. You cannot do this
Stands in the pocket,
to your quarterback.
to the end zone, and
This was almost a beautiful catch by
That was
Cook.
Cook, who made a circus catch.
Almost a beautiful catch.
Here they come. Pass away. And it's dropped.
Again,
That is Cooper's 7th
Cooper again
of the season.
hits him in the hands and he drops it.
3rd and 10.
And then the heartbreaker. Short arms it.
Oh, it's incomplete.
Instead of taking the hit and catching the ball, he short arms it. Does not make the play for his quarterback.
From 38.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in attendance is the dagger that cost us the game at the end right there. That killed us. We get the field goal, but if we get the touchdown there,
Waiting a long time.
all we've got to get is a field goal on the next drive, and that just killed us not getting the touchdown there.
I actually love it.
E.J. Manuel put the ball the only place Cook could have caught it, and he Tyrannosaurus Rex armed it and did not make the catch. The fear of the hit that was bearing down upon him. You take the hit regardless. You might as well make the damn catch. That one killed us. That should have been a touchdown and not a field goal. And that was painful. But EJ orchestrated a drive right there that should have been a touchdown. It was not EJ Manuel that did not finish that drive. EJ was dealing, and he looked good.
The Raiders are going to help out here on the spot.
Because if we got that touchdown, then here we go. Ensuing, now we get good field position, and all we need is a field goal to win this game. And the whole dynamic of this final series changes.
2nd and 6. The connection with Roberts spins around to pick up the first down.
Everything changes right now. As this drive is happening right now, Cook caught that touchdown. Now we're driving for a field goal. A game-winning field goal right now is what we should be driving for. Instead, we're needing a touchdown.
Takes him head on, still on his feet. And actually gets shoved.
But there's still life. We can still win this game. But keep in mind, this could be going for a field goal drive. Game winner right now. And with that first down, we're in field goal range. We're driving in long field goal range right now. Trevecchio could have a chance to win this game if Cook had made the catch in the previous drive. And that one ended in a touchdown rather than a field goal.
Looked like it was Roberts in the slot.
I know there's a lot of what ifs, but what if? We were supposed to have one of the lead offenses in the league. We're not looking like it.
41. Fires it. Almost intercepted. Nowhere near Roberts. Harris trying to make a play on the ball from the 41. Manuel in the pocket. Down the field. And it is
Picked.
Simmons with the pick.
You can't throw that ball. That was a bad decision. Forced it into double coverage. Hung it up there. And Coop was not aggressive going for the ball. It would have been nicer to see him go up with a little more. But
that's Amari Cooper who can high point him at the best of them.
That was the killer right there.
Because
the Denver Broncos.
I think a lot of folks underestimated how good this defense would be once Wade.
You're missing my point.
Credited, by the way, Wade Phillips.
If we would have got a touchdown on the last drive, right now it would be 14-16. We would not have been throwing for the end zone like we were doing there. We would have been on a drive for a field goal. If Cook had caught the ball and the touchdown the earlier drive, I'll break it down for you in a minute. But there we go. We lost. Bear with me for a minute as we change cameras.
Started the day by talking about one of the best rivalry games in football. You are so accustomed to those rivalries.
Hold on.
In the NFC East, and now you got a little sampling what it's like.
Little technical difficulties here. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. Alrighty. Get the camera adjusted here. And let's get down to business. So, unfortunately, we had to sit through that to digest it, get it out of our system, and see what went wrong. It wasn't fun to watch, but we have to do it to get it over with. So, apologize for the slow camera change there. Little technical difficulties there on the camera switch from the feed there. So, obviously, the biggest thing that came out of that loss to Denver was we lost our quarterback. We lost Derek Carr. The injury is a transverse process fracture in his back with a 2 to 6 week recovery time. So, basically, he could be back as early as next week, or he could be out, a month and a half. And we could not be seeing him until New England, Mexico City. So where does this leave us? This leaves us with E.J. Manuel. E.J. Manuel won the job fair and square, straight up against Connor Cook in the preseason. E.J. Manuel was a former number 1 draft pick. E.J. Manuel had an impressive college career, has not had an impressive pro career thus far. However, you've seen at the end of that game that he does have some talent and he does have an arm. Are we expecting E.J. Manuel to lead us to the Super Bowl? No, we're not. We're expecting E.J. Manuel to be a stopgap and stop the bleeding long enough for DC to come back. And hopefully keep us in the hunt till DC comes back. Now, looking at a 2 to 6 week injury is one thing. Looking at the fact that the 2 to 6 week injury is a back injury is, if anybody who's ever dealt with a back injury, they are a tricky, tricky thing, and not something that you want your quarterback to have to be dealing with through the middle of an NFL season. So, it's not something we really wanted to be deal with at this time. But it is what it is. It's the NFL and it's the next man up. The next man up is E.J. Manuel. So Raider Nation, please, stop the Kaepernick BS. For the love. Give it up. He's not coming here. And the other laundry list of quarterbacks that have been thrown out today and yesterday. For the love. Do you think pulling Michael Vick off the freaking street and sticking him in some system that he doesn't even know, do you just want to commit suicide to our season? We've got a guy that's been in-house for months, who's learned the system, who's ready to come in, who has a repertoire with the wide receivers. E.J. Manuel is our best bet to keep the train rolling until Carr comes back. Not these other garbage. Come on. We're going to pull these pedestrian guys off the street who haven't been in camp, who haven't even opened up one of our playbooks, and they're going to come in and save the day. Listen, that all works in a freaking Disney movie, but this is reality. So, check that at the door. E.J. Manuel is the man. Get behind him. Cheer him on. He needs Raider Nation support right now. EJ is the man, at least probably for the next month. So he's got a 3-game homestand sitting ahead of him. He's got the Ratbirds, the Chokers, and the Queefs in primetime. All 3 at home. It's a respectable schedule looking forward for him. And then he goes on the road at Buffalo and at Miami, and then a bye week. It's not a terrible schedule for what he has to deal with. It's not a terrible schedule. We need a game plan for EJ. We need to let him throw the ball. We've got to get him in rhythm. We've got to get him hot. EJ can run. You can throw in some different mix of plays that gets him moving on bootlegs, gets him throwing outside of the pocket. EJ can throw on the run. He's a different style of quarterback. We need to use that. Work the offense and the game plan to his strengths. Let him throw the damn ball. Let's see some more of DeAndre Washington and Jalen Richard. Let's see some more. Now, obviously, due to Carr going down, the Raiders dropped in the USA Today power rankings all the way to number 18. Well, of course, you're looking at now a team with EJ Manuel at the helm as opposed to a team with Derek Carr at the helm. Big freaking difference. Big freaking difference. So, obviously, yes, we should be down in the power ranking. I don't necessarily disagree with our placement currently. We're a huge question mark right now, and we should be about in the middle of the league. We're a question mark. Nobody knows what we are. We don't know what we are. We're civil right now. We're split personality. We don't know what we are. I hyped you all season. I built you up. I started you on my fantasy team the last 2 weeks, and Jared Cook has broke my heart. That catch, Jared Cook makes that catch. The Oakland Raiders are down 14-16. EJ Manuel put that ball in the only damn place Jared Cook could catch it. He short-armed it because of the defender over his shoulder that was ready to lay a hit on him. He got the hit anyway, so make the catch. He makes that catch, it's 14-16. We get the awesome field position on the next drive. We should be driving for a game-winning field goal at the score's 14-16 instead of trying to stretch the field and get the game-winning touchdown. Down 10-16. That's the difference one missed catch makes. One missed catch? Of course there were other missed opportunities all the way through the game. The 3 points the referees gave them at the beginning towards when the bad pass interference call against Reggie Nelson, that was a gimme 3. The fumble that changed possessions that they said his knee was down, they ended up giving him a 3. And not only did they give them a 3, that took away an opportunity for us to put points on the board and gave us good field position and momentum. The referees beat us up. We allowed our quarterback, our offensive line allowed our quarterback again to get beat up. It was rough. It was rough. It was rough. But what do we do on Tuesdays? Raider Nation, what do we do on the Raider Nation Report? Every Tuesday, we go through the breakdown. We dig it all through it. Dig in the bones. Get all dirty. Dig through all the garbage. Get all the hate out. Get all the frustration out. And we're going to bury it. We're going to bury it right now, and we're done with it. It's Tuesday. We had 2 days to deal with it, to be angry. Now we're going to put week 4 to rest. It's covered up. It's buried. We're 2-2. We're 2-2, and we got the freaking Ratbirds this week. The Baltimore Ratbirds. And they're coming to our house. We're going to come home, and we're going to lick our wounds, and we're going to take them out on them. Ratbirds are coming off 2 straight losses, just like us. They're 2-2. They need to win just as bad as we do. So this is a huge, huge game. Both of us are 2-2, both coming off a loss. The Ravens looked like world beaters the first 2 weeks because they played the Bengals and the Browns. Anybody can look like world beaters after the first 2 weeks when you played the Bengals and the Browns. Then they had to play the Jags, 44-7, thumping. Then they had to play the Steelers, 26-9, thumping. Flacco has thrown one touchdown and 4 interceptions over the last 2 games. And 4 touchdowns and 6 interceptions for the entire season. He is not elite. And our defense should be able to get to these guys. They've gotten beat up by Jacksonville. Jacksonville was all over them. They got a ton of pressure on Flacco. There's no reason our defense should not be able to have Ratbirds running all game. No reason. Their defense has looked good in 2 games this season, and that was Cincinnati and Cleveland. They are on the ropes and reeling. Their defense has not looked good. They have looked bad as a team. They have gotten trounced the last 2 weeks. They've scored 1 touchdown the last 2 weeks. They are not looking good, and they are reeling. This is a good team for us to get on the road as a nice bounce-back game. A good team. We're catching them at a good time when we need a little momentum. EJ Manuel has enough talent to carry an NFL team for a month. We are not asking him to win us a Super Bowl. We are asking him to win maybe 4 or 5 games. Hell, maybe even only 3 out of those 5 would be fine. Right now, we're in the scratch. We're deep in the scratch right now in the AFC West. We talked all offseason that this was going to be the toughest division. And guess what? The Chiefs seem to be a little more for real than we maybe have given them credit for. And we let one get away from the Donkeys that we should have took. So now we're deep in the scratch. Every game counts right now. Every game counts. We are deep in the scratch. Thank you, Silver Sunshine. We are deep in the scratch. So they're going to come down. We can't panic and keep looking up at what we're chasing. They will come down. They will come down. The Chiefs will fall. They will fall. They got to come through this division too. They got to come through us twice. They got to come through the Donkeys twice. They're not coming away unscathed. No way. They will come down. We got to worry about us. We got to get right. We got to get a W this week. We cannot dip below 500. This is a big game. Both teams coming in on 2 losses. This is a big game. Big game. So I've got this one circled, stars next to it. We're going to touch on it again on Thursday night for the first 30 minutes during the Raider Nation Ricochet with NorCal Raider Rick on our Raider Reaction Game Day Thursday. We'll be touching on it again then. Tomorrow, we've got an extra special, jam-packed, juiced edition of Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish. Because we did not have an episode yesterday, we are going to give you a full recap of Week 4, plus all of our picks for Week 5, plus the Prime cut. So, tomorrow's Ghost of the Post with Prime and the Commish is going to be jacked, juiced, and all kinds of freshness. So, make sure you tune in tomorrow as we will rip through everything in the league that happened in Week 4, as well as go through all of our picks for Week 5. It was a rough week. Rough week, but we've got a positive opponent, a positive setup, and I think EJ's going to be all right. I have faith. I think we can get the W this week. We're going to take this 1 week at a time, and let's just focus on the opponent we have at hand. We're catching them reeling. They're on the ropes right now. And they're not going to get things right against us. We're going to get things right against them. So, that's just the way I feel. Now, as I like to end every one of my Raider Nation reports, I like to end it with my WTH. Now, I did touch on it a little briefly earlier because I saw somebody bring it up and I had to jump at it. I'm like a cat at one of them lasers. You know, you just flash it in front of me and I got to jump at it. So I did touch on it a little bit earlier, but I want to touch on it a little more. The calling for Kaepernick, the calling for other quarterbacks to be brought in to be the savior, to save the day. Do people not understand how football works? That's not how it works. You just don't bring people in off the streets and plug them in, and all of a sudden you win Super Bowls. That's just not how it works. That's how it works in Disney. That's how it works in the movies, but that's not how it works in the NFL. I've seen people calling to bring in Michael Vick, Colin Kaepernick, an array of quarterbacks who aren't even out there practicing or even ready to come in onto an NFL field and lead a team. We have a need for a month fix. A month. We have 2 NFL quarterbacks on roster. One who has been a starting quarterback in the NFL, understands what it takes, and is hungry and has the desire to prove that he still has something to prove, to give to a team. And he knows he's got a 1-month window to go out there and prove himself. Because this is E.J. Manuel's final audition. Final audition. If E.J. Manuel comes out for the next month and stops the bleeding for the Raiders and holds the ship steady until DC comes back, E.J. Manuel can now write a check to any one of these number of crappy teams that will be ready to sign a team come next season. And now he's got his own team. So, that's what we brought him in for. He was a reclamation project. And here's our chance to see if we did it right. After last season, we knew we needed to pick somebody up to fill this hole in case it happened again. And it happened again. And now here's our opportunity to see if we got it right. We need a 1-month stopgap. He's got 3 straight home games to do it. And finishes on the road in Buffalo. That's a favorable schedule. The Ravens, the Chokers, the Chiefs, yes, is a tough one on Thursday night, but that's 3 games in. He'll already have 2 under his belt. It's not impossible. He's got wide receivers. He's got talent around him. They've got to rally around EJ, and maybe this is what the team needs. We will see. But for all of you, Michael Vick, Colin Kaepernick, Tony Romo. Really? Romo? I seen mentions of freaking Romo today. Romo. Seriously, Raider Nation? Seriously? I think myself and everybody watching with me can cumulatively say, what the hell? Ease up. We're 2-2. It's okay. We know how to lose. We know how to deal with them. It'll be all right. We will get through this, and we will come out on the other side. The destination has not changed. The destination has not changed. The course may have changed, but the destination has not changed. The destination is the AFC West crown. That's the first stop on the journey of this season. We're only 2 games out of that position. We're 2 games out. That's really the only damn thing that matters. We win this week, and Kansas City loses, and we're 1 game out. It's simple math. No reason to get excited. Tune in Join me tomorrow. Prime in the Commish. Goes to the Post. Extra loaded episode as we're going to make up for yesterday and give you double. Break down everything from week 4. All of our picks for week 5. And even give you the prime cut in the middle. Until then, I'm out. Thanks for joining me, my band of pirates. Peace, love, Raider Nation.